Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarah Rutherford, and it is so good to be with you today. One of the last times I remember being gathered with so many students was the day Senator Elizabeth Warren announced her withdrawal from the 2020 presidential campaign. That night, I walked into the Wasserstein building feeling defeated by the news. Until I saw lines of students writing encouraging messages on sticky notes and posting them on the wall next to Warren's faculty portrait. Many of you may recall how the rainbow patchwork of notes grew and grew until it engulfed other portraits on the wall. One read, "You're an inspiration." Another said, "Thanks for pushing for change." And then there were dozens and dozens that read, "We will persist." The mantra defined Warren's presidential campaign, and while I didn't know it then, it defined our final year of law school. When it was my turn to write a note, 3 words came to mind: responsibility, accountability, and ingenuity. Warren served as a law professor for 30 years, nearly 20 of which were right here at Harvard Law School. Because of this great privilege, Warren saw it as her responsibility to use her scholarship to fight against the impact predatory financial institutions had on working class Americans. Following the 2008 financial crisis, Warren brought accountability to Washington. She served on a congressional oversight panel where she monitored the Treasury Department's $700 billion economic bailout package. But Warren didn't stop there. Her fierce advocacy led to the creation of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which has successfully protected millions of consumers from financial traps often hidden in mortgages and credit cards. And then, in 2012, Warren ran as a first-time political candidate and was elected the first female senator from Massachusetts. As a senator, Warren has demonstrated ingenuity by developing extensive social policy plans on issues that define our generation, from student loan debt to technology reform. So when I reflect on that day in Wasserstein, I don't feel sadness or disappointment. Instead, the memory evokes hope and reminds me of the unifying spirit of our class. To everyone listening today, whether you're in your living room or sitting at your desk like me, I encourage you to take our speaker's message today with you as you embark on your own legal journey. Please join me in welcoming Senator Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. That is a wonderful introduction. I remember that moment too. Hello, Harvard class of 2021. The way I see it, anyone who is a graduation speaker has 2 jobs. Keep it short, which I can do. The other job is to try to give some advice that might be helpful along the way. So, what should you do? For some, perhaps many of you, what you do is already set. Many of you will join large law firms or businesses, and in all likelihood, you will prosper. But graduations are about dreaming big. So let me suggest something different, something that requires courage. Step off the path. A law degree, particularly this law degree, is a powerful tool. How you use it is up to you. You may choose to use it quite profitably, helping clients who are already rich and powerful get richer and more powerful. It is your life and your choices. But my own advice is to respectfully ask you to consider other paths where the need is great. I ask you to consider other paths precisely because you have so much to offer. Armed with nothing more than a law degree, and not a Harvard law degree, I became a teacher, a researcher, an advocate, an expert witness, an author of amicus briefs and books, a statute drafter, an assistant to the President of the United States charged with setting up a consumer agency, a senator, and a candidate for president. Now, I'm not telling you that to show off, not at all. I just want you to think about all that is possible. So when the day comes, 5 or 10 or 20 years from now, when you're getting together with your classmates, or when that moment comes late at night that steals upon you and you wonder about how you've spent your professional life, I guarantee that you will smile a deep down smile over the parts of your life that you have spent in service to others. So that's my advice. Have courage. Courage because life is fragile. Courage because our nation and our world need you. Courage because you will live a richer life. Make your families proud, your communities proud, your teachers proud, but most importantly, make yourself proud and choose courage. I know you can, and I wish you will.
And now, I will turn to the Dean's Award for Community Leadership. These awards recognize a number of graduating students who contribute time and energy to making the HLS community a better place through involvement in student organizations, community service groups, and individual efforts. Nominations are made to the Dean of Students each spring and are reviewed by a committee. Reading the nominations for each of these students made it clear just how exceptional their contributions to the HLS community have been. I am pleased to announce the award winners now. Alexis Alvarez, Fernanda Gomez Balderas, Rosa Baum, Sarah Rutherford, Matt Shields, Jungmin Shin. Congratulations to all of the Dean's Award winners for community leadership.